Okay, wait, let's check out your UI first, because it's like... It's a bit hectic, mate, not gonna lie. The UI is a bit... Like, the UI is stressing me out already. Like, we haven't even started yet, and I'm like, fucking... Alright, let's see what's going on. We got your shit on... You got random res and stuff on the left. So you got your right bar on the left. Let's chill, whatever. I'm guessing this is your party bars. Maybe you could make that class colored already. Right? So that if you're playing freeze... we're gonna use the pen. Yeah, if you're playing threes, you can just make that like blue for mage, yellow for rogue, whatever. And you're gonna have a much easier time instantly knowing who's getting fucked. This is like super fucking like, I get what you're doing, but the placement of it is really bad, I think. You could like make this a lot more clean. So like you could have your party stuff like here, right? And then like player here, and then I don't know, focus up here or something if you want. And then maybe move this in slightly so it's like here. So you got that party there. This is your frames, this is your party. And then you can move like this, get that shit out of the middle of your screen because you actually want to be seeing what's going on in the game. So you can get like all your stuff, maybe like just under here even, or like down the side here, like outside of the main focus point, because you're going to be blocking stuff that's going on there, and it's like you don't want to be distracted by that when you're watching the game, and you want to be looking elsewhere to find out your cooldowns and stuff. Bars, I mean, each to their own, right? It's I generally like having my bars visible because it's easier for me to see kind of what I've got available overall, and like I like kind of seeing out the corner of my eye when I'm using an ability. But if you like it like that, I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with that. This is fucking huge. Like, decrease that to size. You only need that to go up to 6. So like get that down to like there, right? So you're not wasting screen real estate. You could see something behind there and you miss it now because you've got this here. This is way too small. Like get that bigger. I don't know what other stuff you've got on there, whether or not you've got cast bars or whatnot, but because it's so small, it's going to be easy for you to miss stuff. Generally, I like having my stuff off to the side, but it's also fine, you know, having this kind of deal. I guess it's like personal preference or whatever. Can't even see what the bindings are. Yeah, I'm not against this sort of stuff at all. I think it's easier to like see the cooldowns of stuff if you got it like there or whatever. Rather than the bars, I just don't use it personally because I don't want to have too many add-ons. But I'm not against doing this. I used to do it as well. Just the issue I have is with the location of it. So yeah, that's I think most of my comments on your UI before it's even started. Get marks going as well. I always forget as well, so no biggie there. But try and always remember to do your marks. I think that's everything I was going to say on that. Anyone else have any comments on the UI? Not hands down the worst UI I've ever seen. Anyone else have any kind of constructive comments on the UI? Beard is weird. It's kind of longer here. I've got like a gradient thing going on. Does he have his mana showing? Yeah, where's your mana bar? Yeah, I guess this is the mana bar. I guess. I mean, I think that's kind of just unnecessary, personally. Yeah, I mean, I agree having this is good, right? But I just don't like how small the bars are overall and just like how tucked away they are. But I mean, that's not the biggest issue here for me. I think the biggest issue is this and this. Mana obviously is unnecessary, just to like summarize. Party should just be colored, and yeah. Other than that, it's just minor things. Okay, what spec are you playing? You're playing Is he survival? I'm guessing he's survival, right? So you're going pre-survival into Palo Warrior. What are you running? Let's see. Where's it gone? There it is. Talent set manager. Alright. It's a nice little add-on. So you've got contrition for no reason straight away. If you're running Schism, you don't want to run contrition. I think it's fine to run Schism spec into this, but you definitely want Sins in that case. PvP talents are fine for this spec. I think potentially, since it's Pala Warrior and not some other warrior comp, I think if it was like Shaman Warrior or Druid Warrior, I would run the Schism spec. If it's Pala Warrior or Monk Warrior, I'd be more inclined to say, or maybe not Monk Warrior. Monk Warrior, I'd probably run Dome and maybe Masso with it. I think you could run Masso with this as well, since I don't think Feather is that important. But basically what you're going to be looking to do here against this is you want to just work through the Pala's defensives, right? And then someone dies. So you just have to live until that happens. And once that happens, they lose, basically. So since you're playing this spec, it's going to be quite hard to recover. So we'll see what happens. Trinity's fine. It really depends on what the warrior goes on. Again, this is cool, but it doesn't need to be there. What's going on in the middle of the screen? Wait, where's my little thing? Oh, that doesn't work. So yeah, I mean this again, it's cool, and if you like it, then fair enough. But again, the location of it isn't ideal because you're just stressing yourself out. Hunter misses his trap. Wait, what happened there? Did he just freedom it? Like, what the fuck happened with that trap? Please say he doesn't just throw it. Wait, did he just throw it? What's going on with that? Hello? Okay, so that's not how you trap, first of all. Like, your hunter needs to sort his trapping out. You can't be missing traps. This is for Trilly as well. Like, don't just randomly throw the trap, right? If you're going to go for a trap on the Pala, you net to him, and then you trap on top of him. You grapple the chain thing, whatever the fuck it's called. Did he get stopped on the net? He didn't even chain. He just disengaged like after the trap. Like, where's the net? Oh, okay, so he went for the thingy net, the people can't be hitting stuff net. Okay, you use this grapple to try and trap. It's a lot more reliable. If he freedoms, then you can use like pet stun or something and get it. Double arena frames is triggering you. Wait, there's 2 arena frames? Okay, whoa. What the why? Like, sort that shit out. Get rid of one of those. That's questionable. This is more the size you're looking for, though. But yeah, like, there's no reason for this to be here. I'm guessing this is your focus. I think you could probably put like health here, then party, then focus, or something like that, and then have arena frames on this side. But I think that's still fine. It's just like when it's wonky like this, it's going to be unnecessary stress for you to play with.
You're a wizard, Harry.
S Arena is bugged. Doesn't show until the game starts, so I never know the comp I'm running against. Maybe try and download a different version, because I run S Arena as well, and I don't have that issue. Sorry, I'm not reading chat that much right now, it's Shadowbox. I'll try and keep up with what you're saying. But yeah, definitely not an issue with S Arena that I have, at least. So maybe try and get a different version. Yeah, the unevenness of the UI is definitely holding you back. But I mean, like, all this shit is such an easy fix for you. So I feel like if you fix your UI, you'll go up 200 rating like straight away, because you'll just be able to see so much more. I've not even looked at your binds actually. I'll look at them after this game. So let's see what's going on here. So basically, Hunter misses trap. Warrior pops avatar, gets out of a route I assume I didn't even see. Pala pops freedom, runs around randomly for no reason. I mean, if you get this freedom off, you're not taking a hodge. So like, look at taking freedoms off as fast as you can when the Pala's going to hodge you. You would have gotten hodged no matter what here if the Pala didn't get like lost by the wayside. Like, look what he does. Like, so the Pala's got freedom here. If he mounts straight to you like this, wait, look, I'm gonna use my sweet ass epic pen again. Whoop! Then you're hodged no matter what. You can't stop that. Like, that's not your fault if he does that. But because of what he does, you can just go ham. If you can already start dispelling him here, you get some nice loss on the tomb, and I guess he fucks his hodge because of it. So he like panics and runs around like, what's this? What's going on here? But if you like got the freedom off, that grapple would have rooted him. You could even keep running away there. He just gets the hodge for free. Hunter's decided to go Pala because missing the trap, I assume. Have you used a Schism yet? I don't think so, right? So while your Hunter is high, you want to try and be putting out as much damage as possible. You don't want to be playing D. Your Hunter is still really healthy, right? He's 80%. Like, you can be chunking something. Your cast bar is fucking invisible as well, by the way. Also, you get repented here. So I always get told off for not running death, but I firmly believe that generally you shouldn't get repented regardless, just because of positioning. So if you had death here, you could have deathed that, but I don't think that's the main issue. If you look at where you run, like, you're here, you're in a good spot here. Right, where are you going? Why are you going over there? If you ran this way instead, you wouldn't have taken their repent. If you get Hydra repented, that's okay, you know, that's on your Hunter to stop. But here, you literally, this was just a positional error. So, easy to fix. Need to wrap these highlights up if you're going to make it as an analyst. Mate, this is we're going deep here, right? We're going deep. We ain't fucking around. Okay, so no trap again. Have we Hunter stunned yet? I feel like, I don't know, didn't even see him stun anything yet. So Hunter's getting chunked now. Warrior's avatar is ended. You've used Rapture now. If you Rapture a lot earlier, your Hunter is going to be a lot higher. Like, now is not the time for Rapture. So if you look at what happens, Hunter's hitting the Pala, this is fine. I think you force freedom here. See, like, what if you Rapture here instead, and you stay, like, around here, instead of running out here? Like, the Warrior's whole avatar is wasted. It doesn't matter that he stuns the Hunter, you can just stand here and poke out and shield. Because the Pala doesn't have Hodge anymore, he wasted it and didn't repent off it. But now you're Rapturing, like, reactively rather than preventatively. This is a nice fear, I like the follow-up. That's good. You get repented again, he Trinket, that's fine. Now the Warrior's hitting you. Let's see what's going on here. So the Warrior gets freedom. No freedoms have been removed yet. Your Hunter has a sick fucking net, right? Your Hunter could legit just go Pala the whole game here and play it undispellable. And the Warrior would be CC'd so much. But because he keeps getting freedoms, like, this guy is not even freedoming the nets, I'm pretty sure. Like, why does he freedom? Let's see. He freedoms for literally no fucking reason. So if you get these off, like all these chain routes and the net routes that the hunter can do will all stick on the warrior for like 8 sec or whatever. And the warrior's doing nothing in that time, so you're going to have time to recover and then put damage into the pala or whatever you're hitting. I like the positioning here. This is nice. Avoid the repent, that's good. Get the trap on the pala. So I think if your hunter played Underspellable against this and you put damage into the pala with Schism, Penance, Solace, and then like a Fiend or whatever when it's up, while the hunter's training pala, and then after the net you can like MC the warrior or whatever. You run the warrior away, you might just force reflect. If you do it early in the route, you might get a reflect early and then you can re-MC before the route ends and he can't stop you. You're going to get trinkets and all sorts from that. The warrior's going to be super keen to stay on you. You struggle with what's to dispel, it's expensive to do. I think against this, freedoms are really important. As your comp, freedoms are important to get off. Just because of how valuable your hunter net is. And I think you should be playing around that big time. So like never dotting the warrior, shit like that. And then your net will sit full. And you'll force freedoms on the warrior from that. And then the pala can't freedom himself as much. So your hunter is fairly low. You get another fear off trap, I like that. That's good. So what CDs do you have? Barrier's gone, PS is gone, Rapture's gone. Where's your Trinket cooldown? Is this your Trinket? Yeah, okay. Have you used a Schism yet? I haven't seen a Schism yet. Has anyone else seen a Schism yet? Schism is really good. The reason that Schism sucks sometimes is because you lack healing, right? But if you're not using Schism, like it's a dead talent. You basically not have a T1 talent, so you're losing a lot of value from that. So you need to try and look for opportunities to get Schisms off more. And yeah, here you wait a little bit, right? So I get it that the hunter's low. You're running after him. Is your penance up? You could put in a penance here, right? Wait for it. So that you get the fear off, which is nice. Now you can put in a penance on your hunter here while you're repositioning. And then go to like here. And you can stand there, and the warrior's kind of low. You can stand there, and in this instance you could do this. I think going pala is the better strat here, but you get the bubble, you get bubble sack. And if you stand here, the hunter can't stop the pala right now. So just make sure you're near the tomb all the time if he's playing repent. You just can't stray out. If you take a repent, it's really bad. So they actually forced turtle with this, and I think you could have avoided everything since the warrior doesn't actually have much up in the way of damage. Oh, what? Really, Mario? Why you gotta be like that, dude? Yeah, I think if you fix your UI, the Shadow Ox, you'll go straight up 200. Gets the trap on the freedom, that's not bad. I think going warrior is okay too, but it's kind of hard against pala because they have so many defensives. So you're just going to die here, I'm guessing. Yeah. So why did you die? Let's check that out. You're fine right now. So they just did a full CC chain on you. And you're just running. Are you spamming? Oh, you're trying to kill him, okay. Be wary of going for like rush downs against palas like this. Like this could have been decent against some other healer, maybe a priest or something. But because it's a pala, like you go for the rush down and then he's like nope and bops. Otherwise he would have probably died. And then you don't get the bop. I'm guessing by your mouse there, you're also trying to click him with mouse. I'd do that as well too much. I'm focusing on trying to use the binds more as well. So get yourself some binds for Arena 1 to 3. And just practice using that. It's a bad habit of mine as well, so I can't really criticize too hard. I heard him say really Mario and I still got excited to claim. You guys are the fucking worst. You can get free subs. There's a button under the stream to get free subs. It's the fucking quest mode button. You do that, you log in with Twitch, you do some quests, and then you get free sub. Done. Am I still in contact with Callie? A little bit, yeah. So, you still have Desperate Prayer, by the way. You still have that shit up. So yeah, Schism not used whole game. Look at using Schism more for sure. Look out for your positioning against Palas. The Repent is dangerous. You don't want to get repented. You can run Death against this, but what would probably be better if your hunter was just on Pala the whole game, playing Undispellable. Throw Undispellable Trap on the warrior when he pops anything or does anything. Get some MCs on the warrior out of roots. Force freedoms on the roots. Dispel freedoms. And then force the Pala to use Mount Freedom to get Hodge on you. And then your hunter can stop the Repent. Unless the warrior is good and Storm Bolts when they go for it, but that's not going to happen until like 2.2 plus, I'd say. So you'll be chilling. Again, Omnibar is like questionable location. You're stressing yourself out. I can see while you play. You're like not that much is happening, but so much shit is flooding your screen that you're stressing yourself out. So maybe like try and prune some of that, or at least sort out the locations to make it a bit cleaner for yourself. I think that's a big part that will help you. Let's watch it again through really quickly so we know what happens. That's your binds. Alright, wait, let's check out your binds really quick and then watch the game through again. Okay, so you've got F1, F2, F3, Arena. Yeah, so just practice using that. Party 1, Party 2. What's B4, SB4? I'm guessing that's something on your mouse. Knock, not bound. Wait, is this death, not bound? Hello? Please say that's not death, not bound. Get this shit bound on something really good. Like this is like your best spell. It's alright, he's learning, right? Don't be fucking making fun, chat. Like, he's actually made an effort to improve, right? He wants some tips. Like, I respect that. So, like, give him a fucking week and he's gonna be better than you boys. When you swap to the talent, wait, I've got Epic Pen in the way. You swap it onto your hotkeys. Okay, I mean, if you forget, you're gonna have a bad day, but I kind of get it. But you might want to look into a more permanent solution. Alright, he has Deathbound, chat. Chill the fuck out. Alright? Chill the fuck out. Nah, but real talk, I think you can probably bind it all the time. It's such a good fucking spell. Just get it on a good bind. There's nothing that you're gonna replace with it. Right? Like what bind do you put it on when you use it? Because it's not like I'm taking death, so I'm not taking this other thing. It's not like how it used to be with the PvP talents where you would only take one of them, so the bind would switch depending on what you play. You bind it to C. You PvE okay, you PvE a lot. Alright, I get you. I mean, you're never going to use Divine Star in PvP, right? So you could easily just make a macro. And then have the macro show up the spell depending on if you have the talent taken. And that way you don't have the chance to forget. I only say that, I mean, maybe you never forget, but I actually had some issues in Legion where I would have to drag spells onto the bar and stuff, mostly with Archangel and Dark Archangel, and I would have to swap the spell onto the bar because PvP macros didn't work at the start, and I always forget, and then I'd get in the game, want to use it, and I'd be like, fuck. So I only say it for that reason. So most of your cooldowns are down here. I kind of like that. PS is off global. So you might want to have that on something a little bit quicker. You may want to swap like maybe PS on X and then Archangel on Shift X, because Archangel and Dark will then be on the shift modifiers, and then your other cooldowns will be on Z and X, because you don't want to be hesitating with PS. I don't really like that bind anyway. I don't think X is that fast, but it's okay if you like it. G is okay for Trinket. F for Penance is okay, I guess. V for MD, Shift R for Fear. Again, so a lot of the times when you want to go for Fear, you're moving around a lot, right? If you have Fear on a modifier, you have to take all your fingers off the movement buttons practically. It's like a lot harder to move. I feel like I do anyway. Like I'm using these two fingers to do that when I'm pressing Shift R. Well, no, I'm using my little finger actually. I'm using these two. It just feels bad. I feel like you have less control on your Fear than if you have it on a modifier. So maybe consider taking Fear off a modifier. This shit is fine. C for Death is fine, I guess, if you like that bind. Everything here is fine. So I'd say most stuff is fine. There's a couple of little things to think about. Like, just try and think when you're binding stuff about how fast you need to be and the comfort of the bind when you need to use it. Focus Death. Why do you need a Focus Death bind, dude? Death doesn't need to be having a target anymore. I move with the mouse, is that wrong? A lot of the time I move with the mouse too, dude. I use Q and E and strafe a lot and then aim with the mouse too. So yeah, I don't think your binds are bad overall. Just a few comfort things that I think you can do to improve it, but just always look to kind of develop your binds and improve them. It definitely helps a lot. Alright, let's watch it again. Use PS and Rapture at the same time. Let's check that out. So the warrior just trinkets the first intimidation stun for no reason whatsoever. That's good for you guys, because it means you can't trinket anything else the whole game. Well, you actually got that freedom, didn't you? Wait. Did you dispel that freedom? I feel like you dispelled it. It's not a bad dispel. Warrior jumps, gets trapped. I guess that's why the Pala moves back, to dispel the trap. Okay. So if you moved this way, you would have avoided this hodge probably. Or like around a bit like that, so that you keep range. This tooltip thing is obscuring your view. I don't know about that. That's not ideal. Like, you're blocking everything that's here now and you can't see. So tooltip on mouse is not the greatest. Like, you actually don't have a dot on the warrior, so this would be like a perfect game to like keep netting the warrior. Here you have a penance proc. Your warrior is fairly fine. You're playing Schism, so like if say here you went for like a Schism penance on the Pala after this hodge, he would have probably bubbled. Like, the hunter doesn't have stun, right? Because he used it on the warrior at the start, which was kind of a bad play. Because you didn't have a trap or CC or anything. Like, you either use the stun to get the trap, or you use the stun to nuke while the trap is up, right? But because you used it early, alright, yeah, the warrior trinketed, which is, like, it's good for you guys, but he shouldn't have trinketed, right? It was a bad stun. So, wait, where did you barrier? Why did you do this barrier? So, I mean, the barrier is okay. It's a small one, right? You're not running big barrier, so it's like the warrior's avatar is ending. The barrier is actually not bad. I'll take the barrier, considering what's happening in the game. But you get repented here now. And your hunter is just slowly dying, just because the warrior is able to play super offensively. Because I'm guessing you guys are trying to overall go warrior. The Pala pops his wings, heals himself up, and like I feel like your game plan just doesn't really like. like you're trapping the palace sometimes, you're going the palace sometimes. You go in the warrior. Like it is, I feel like you should probably focus more on just going pala against this. Some comps is good to split more, but I don't think it's good against this. So you get a stun on the warrior. Again, no trap on the pala for this one. I like this. Is probably the best part when you're aware of the repentance and avoiding it. That's really good. You just got to make sure your initial position is there so that you can do that, which is what happened the other time. But I guess you didn't know he was playing repent right until he did the first one. So just be really cautious until you see whether or not he's playing it. Just assume every pala is going to have it until he doesn't use it, basically. And you wouldn't have got caught out here, and that would have saved you probably PS and Rapture. Wait, let's go back. So, yeah, where was it? You PS and Rapture at the same time. So you use Barrier here, and that's fine. You haven't used your Empowered Penance for a while. You get a heal on. You only do 2 ticks of it, like, for no reason. What do you cancel it for? It's really hard to see. I should really be charging more for this, shouldn't I? This is a fucking 2-minute video and I've been here for half an hour. 11-9. I'm really confused what you cancel. 2 ticks was a misplay. You were starting to panic and Shadow mended and then cancelled that. Okay, so there's no reason to panic there. That's definitely your UI causing you to panic there. Like you did a good barrier. You get a penance off. The hunter's completely fine. The warrior already used avatar. It's down. You can literally at this point, if he just nets the warrior and goes pala, you're in a really good spot because you can just run over here. Wait, let me use my sweet pen. So you can just run over to this place here and schism on him. And you'll again probably get bubble. He's at like 40%. This is where he pops wings. I think he gets stunned soon, doesn't he? Well, let's see. Okay, you feather yourself. So, like, if you went up here, you could easily just dash down and avoid the repent as well. Oh no, we get a stun on the warrior later, don't we? So, I mean, I think it's fine. Like, you get the wings, you trap the wings, you fear the wings. That's all good. And you're going warrior. You don't need to PS there. Try and talk with your hunter more about when he needs PS. You can be like, okay, I have PS for his next go, like, and then when he does the go, you can do it so that you don't overlap shit. Like if he can kite, if he thinks he's fine, he can tell you, and then you won't waste extra cooldowns. So you've gotten the Palace Trinket wings, a bunch of freedoms. I don't know if you've gotten a sack yet. So, like, you have all these add-ons, but you don't have something tracking, like, the cooldown of his bubble, right? Or the cooldown of his trinket. Well, yeah, I guess you have trinket here. But, like, cooldown of sack, stuff like that. Cooldown of avatar. I guess you have a kick one here, right? I like this stun. I guess it's fine, but you do need to get the CC. So, like, if you did this, I think he goes to CC here now, right? So, if he CCs here, right? And then now stuns the warrior, and you start schisming this warrior, you'll probably get bubble. You'll get bubble or at least parry. Because you can get, like, your fiend is not used, right? So if you use fiend on the warrior here, and the hunter traps, and now fiend is up, you go for a schism into penance, into solace, the warrior is going to be on, like he's already on 60. And that's without a stun. 40. There's a fear. You get bubble? Yeah, he bubbles the last second and sacks. So you could have... I mean, you got it anyway, right? But you could have got it so much easier, and the hunter would have been at higher HP. And you could have potentially MD'd bubble and feared. You wouldn't even need to fear. And you would have got it. So make sure your hunter is stunning at a good time. Like, either when you get CC or to get the CC. I think that's a big thing. That'll help you a lot as well. I haven't seen many mends either. So, the turtle is kind of unfortunate. If you imagine here, you did a better go on the warrior. I mean, you may have even killed him, but I think you would have still gotten bubble sack. But it would have been a misplay by them if you'd have got it, if you would have got the kill. But yeah, be expecting the bubble here, right? He doesn't have Trinket. The warrior's dying. He's most likely gonna pop something. But you've now stopped here. If you kept going, you wouldn't have got repented here, and you would have saved turtle. And bear in mind, the warrior would have been probably like 20% plus higher. The hunter, sorry. They use their stun. Like, this is a really bad go on you, right? They waste most of the stun doing nothing. Like, he's in turtle. There's no need to stun you here. Like, if the Pala waited, right, look at this. You're in repentance, right? If the Pala waits with stun and the warrior comes over the moment he turtles, the warrior just comes here. You're just here, like, a bit fucked. When you get to about here, the Pala's going to stun you. And then the warrior has full uptime on you in the stun. You would have died so much harder. And then here, if you just, like, you've gotten most of their cooldowns. You're almost there. But you try and rush it to get a kill for no reason. You could have just healed yourself here. Go for, like, a mend or whatever. And then if he kicks it, penance. Or go for a penance if he kicks it, mend. Since your Schism spec is probably better. I'm assuming he's just going to kick the penance. So you would have been completely fine here. There's no rush to kill him at this point. They're very behind. Even after everything that happened, they're behind. Hunter's at decent HP again. Desperate Prayer also not used. Make sure you use that shit. And think about it. If you hadn't wasted PS earlier when the Hunter was kiting, because it did literally nothing. If you hadn't wasted PS, then you would have had it now as well. You didn't need it now, but you would have had it. So you would have at least been able to pop that. So yeah, I'll listen to the commentary next game. There's a few key things I'll highlight on the commentary, so I'll see what you're doing. But yeah, so I hope that was mostly kind of clear. If there's anything you didn't understand, please let me know. But yeah, props to you for submitting this shit, dude. Like, I'm doing my best, you know, to point out everything I think is wrong. And if anyone's a fucking douchebag in chat, get him, mods. Get him!
Hail Hydra.
NG Avadam with the Twitch Prime. Thanks very much, dude. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm sure it's helpful for other people as well. This shit don't call this game for shit. Oh, fuck, you know what I mean, dude. Shut up. Fuck you, dude. Alright, game 2. Let's do it. Alright, we'll go for a bit of voice comms for this one. What are we gonna play? Okay, again, contrition. Shouldn't be. So, wait, what do you end up going? Arcane. Was it? Yeah. Okay, so Shaman Warrior. I think Schism is still okay. You can get good pressure. You need to be really aware of their potential purge bang. What's disc stat prior? Haste versa. So if they get pressure on you, the Shaman will chase you and purge you to death. So you really want to focus on not dropping. They can go Hunter and Priest, but they can do a purge bang on you which is going to cause a lot of pressure and be really hard to recover from. Masso, I think, is definitely worth here. You can do literally the same thing. You can Zerg the Shaman with Roots on the Warrior. And the Shaman will eventually die. You can also go on Warrior in between. Just be aware of dotting him if your Hunter wants to net. because the dot will break the net. I think Schism is fine if you want to play like that. I think Masochism is helpful. I think Solace is a good pick as well. I think you could potentially go Knock for when the warrior actually connects to you, and make his life a misery. What you can do is you can be near a pillar and you can knock him and then just run around the corner. And you can actually get him off that way and force a leap. Contrition, I have no idea why you have this. This is like for defensive penance spec, which you shouldn't really be. Or rather, you shouldn't really be running this for this. You should be offensive penancing, I think, most of the time when you're running Schism and stuff. So you definitely take sins. Other talents, I think, are fine. I think you can run this. I think Archangel is not bad for catching up if you run it instead of like Searing Light, maybe. Searing Light has a lot more value if you run Castigation. So you could also run that against this and I wouldn't hate it if you went Castigation instead of Schism here. And then Maso and Knock. I think that would be fine too. Depends what your plan is. Who you think you're going to go. Be interesting to see. Holy shit, like you're so quiet compared to your keyboard, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I guess the other guy is just quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so bad. Get that.
So you've gotten really good pressure already on this warrior. He's popping Avatar now, but this was like a really good opener from you, I think. Let's watch it again. So you Fiend, you Dark.
Yeah.
Wait, does he just disengage away?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's so bad.
If he didn't disengage here away, I think you might have killed. Let's see. So you get your Dark, you get your Schism off. Let's watch it one more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try and Dark before Schism.
That's so bad.
And get your Solace off. Solace with Dark on Schism it can crit for like 20k plus.
Get that.
Wait, was that a defensive penance?
Get
No.
that.
Okay.
Oh man. Band swap.
So you feared into Tremor and Link. That's not ideal. I mean, I guess you know that anyway. Just be really aware of that. If you get the full fear on the Shaman here, you're most likely gonna get a Trinket, even after the Link. You can probably, at this point, I'd say I'd go for a Rapture. Because he still has Avatar up. If you Rapture your Hunter at high HP, you have so much pressure that you're just going to fuck them. Like, you just need uptime now. So you come out, you pop Rapture. So you get locked on Holy instead. That's not ideal, but it's not bad. So you get a good trap. Your fear is 11 seconds CD right now, right? So I'm guessing this warrior. I'm guessing what's going on. Let's use a sweet ass pen again. So here's what I think is going to happen. The Hunter's going to kite this way, and the warrior's just going to follow him. And then what you can do is you can go and stand here, and you MC him because your fear isn't up. And I'm pretty sure he's off DR. Yeah, he's off fear DR. So you're just going to get a full MC on him. You can just jump him down. What more likely will happen is he will just Trinket. Let's see. Okay, so the Hunter actually changes his mind. Unknown reason why. It's actually not bad though. This could have worked too. Right, let's get these arrows off the bar. So what actually ended up happening is the Hunter came and stood on the Shaman. To kick, I'm guessing. Okay, so this is fine too. If you go for a Schism here, As soon as it's up, you'll probably kill. Okay, you kill him anyway. That's good. So you had so much pressure this game.
Yeah, that's good.
Because of the opener. Like, you compare this opener to last game opener. Like, the difference is night and day. You get so many cooldowns because of how you played it. You played a lot more aggressively, and it was other than you missed a Solace and your spell ordering was a bit clunky, but the opener was basically what you want to be doing. And, I mean, you see the difference, right? So, that's good shit. You force link like here, wherever it is. Let me see.
Get that.
Could you have solaced him and killed him?
Okay.
Ooh, it's close.
Get that.
It wouldn't have killed.
Oh man. Band swap.
So Schism is up here and he's locked you on Holy, so you could easily go for a Schism on the Warrior in this situation. Yeah, you did it, good stuff. Just getting the smites out. So you're getting a lot of damage into him, it's good. So basically that's the alternative to what I said. If you hadn't wasted your fear, you would have probably instantly won the game after that link. Just doing a trap and interfere, you would, I mean, most likely would have got Trinket, but he wouldn't have been able to recover, I don't think. When did the Warrior parry? If he has parry left, he would have probably lived, but I don't think he has it.
Band swap.
Okay, so he's used it here.
The trap.
You could, I mean, in this trap, you could actually also remove Earth Shield off the Warrior. Did you get it? Let me see real quick. As soon as he gets trapped.
The trap.
Oh, did you schism the Shaman? That's a schism on the Shaman, boys. We don't like that. I just seen that now. So if you schism the Warrior, he would have died way harder. If you here purged the Earth Shield the moment he got trapped and then schismed the Warrior, you would have just chunked him completely. Because you get so many smites into him here. You would have just soloed him. I mean, he dies anyway, right? But
Nice.
Shaman trinkets, but it's too late. So, like, your overall plan wasn't bad here. So you didn't play the net game and go Shaman. Instead, you went Warrior, but you did it the right way. You just had some random misplays. Their Warrior misplayed really hard, right? They linked and parried, so that to you is like, yeah, we can kill the Warrior next go. So, like, as soon as you trap Fear, it's like, he needs to Trinket the trap, the Shaman here. But he doesn't, and then he Trinkets Fear and it's too late. So even though there's like some kind of little things you can do better with your like spell targeting and ordering and making sure you're getting Solace off on cooldown and stuff, you still get the kill because you had the right idea, right? You played the right strat, and you hit your traps. So a few little things to improve, but overall not too bad. Way better than the first game at least. I didn't even comment on comms. Wait, let's listen to the comms really quick. You're just talking about what you're doing, I think, rather than like your cooldowns.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've said you're using Dark. That's good.
That's so bad.
So you're not like calling out their cooldowns first of all, like stuff like Avatar, Link, all that shit, Tremor. You're talking about stuff that's happening in the present, right? And the stuff that you're doing. You're not talking about his Hex or the potential for his Hex. You're not saying that you got stunned and he doesn't have it now for the Hunter. You're not saying when you're going to use your defensives. I mean, you didn't actually need to use many this game. You still have Rapture, everything up. If the Warrior was better, I'd say if you Rapture out of the Hex to stay offensive, the Warrior's gonna. If the Warrior's better, he's gonna do more damage to your Hunter, right? But because you have Rapture up, you maintain your pressure, and I think it's fine because he still has like 10 sec left of Avatar. But the warrior just generally misplayed most out of anyone in the game, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, try and talk more about like your defensives and what you have for his next go, and have your hunter say kind of when he needs that. He's like, yeah, like I can kite now, or I can't kite anymore, shit like that. And then try and talk more about like when your next trap is coming, so that you can plan your positioning. Because it's a lot easier to position if you know, yeah, trap is coming in 5 seconds or so. You can be ready to like move in for the fear, stuff like that. I'd say that's the main things you want to focus on with positioning and with comms, sorry. And I mean that's stuff that I've been focusing on too. And I think, yeah, actually that's a good shout on the positioning side of it. I'm gonna mute this now because that keyboard is driving me nuts. So where do you go? Let's see. So yeah, you could have stayed and gone along here. Let me get my sweet pen again. So you could have gone along there and stood like here, right? Maybe a bit further back, maybe like here. Like so you're out of range of shock. It's maybe around there. But you can still hit this guy as he comes up here. And then he can loss you behind the pillar. But you don't have to run in then to do anything. What happened is you had to run in and you got feared. And then you couldn't trinket the hex. Which is unfortunate. Whereas if you're up the top, you can kind of run like here and then hit him that way. But that's I mean, that's a small thing. That's not the main thing you should be focusing on, I don't think. Just focus on thinking about what cooldowns they're gonna use and what cooldowns they have available. So like, you know he has Link, you know he has Tremor, you know he wants to Tremor your Fear, you know he's Warrior's dying, what does he have available? Can he recover? If not, he's gonna Link. And just keep an eye out. Don't fear into the Link, don't fear into the Tremor. You can be patient with it, right? There's no need to rush. It's not like if you wait an extra second, he's gonna top him to 4. But overall, this was a way better game for sure. Couldn't he have gotten an easy hex if you were on the bridge? No, well, that's the thing. You range it, right? So you stay at like 40 yards from the Sham, and if he moves out towards you, you move away. And if he's going for a hex on you there, the warrior is gonna get fucking smashed. Just kind of be aware of it. So the only way, the main way he's gonna try and get a hex on you there is with Spirit Walker. Right, he's going to pop that shit and run after you and go for the hex. And I think, honestly, that's not even bad. Because look at the health of the warrior, right? He's like half health. If the shaman here goes for hex and runs at you, you can try and purge it, and he just wastes his time if you get it. It's like 50-50, I think. He's probably got a buff. Yeah, so if you get it, it interrupts the hex and completely wastes his time, and the warrior is going to be at like 20% by then. If he does get it, it's not even the end of the world, because you can just... Because you have so much pressure, it's fine to trinket it at that point. You've wasted the shaman's time getting it. He's not healed the warrior. He's going to link it instantly. And you can then carry on nuking the warrior. And then as long as you don't go close to the warrior, you don't need to be worried about fear. Fear is like this much range. It's not big. So you can just move away if he moves to you. And if he charges to you, he's not getting back to the hunter. So he's going to waste the whole fear. Yeah, Shaman's rooted as well. It's a good point. Shaman's in a hunter net. That's super fucking random. Why is he in the net? This is like some next level net. I don't even know why. Why is he in a net, dude? Did he get netted out of loss? No way. Can't even see if he's casting. I think he got netted out of loss. It might have been the sickest net ever. Anyway, yeah, that's I mean, that's a minor thing. It's just general stuff. Like, say if you're up here now, the warrior comes up and you're just like, yep, juicy, smash him. Alright, cool. So yeah, that was way better than the first game though. Just your general kind of when you were playing aggressively, when you weren't, that sort of stuff. Cooldowns you can use a little bit better, and then obviously talking about them a little bit better. I guess it's the overview for that game. But way better than the first for sure.
I think so,
yeah. Right, what are we against? Pala DH. So Schism spec is fine against this. You can just punish the Demon Hunter constantly when he pushes to you. If the Demon Hunter is good, he'll play. Actually, I don't even know if this Demon Hunter can play burn. I think the game will be over. I think the Pala will run out of cooldowns before the Demon Hunter will burn you if you use Solace on cooldown. So I don't know if he would be playing burn. But if it's any other healer, then most likely he would be. In which case you need to punish the Demon Hunter for going towards you. Luna has damaged boss for 50 damage with their quest points. Mate, Luna, you're smashing it. Can I say why Schism is not okay? I mean, it's fine in this case. Like, this spec is fine, except Contrition. It needs to be Sins. You can run Masso as well. It's extra healing for you when the Demon Hunter goes on you, and then you can mend yourself and Penance or damage aggressively to heal the Hunter. Other than that, everything here is fine. You're going to be looking to put out a lot of damage in the DH. Let's see what happens. Oh, when is it not okay? I mean, it kind of depends how different teams play and what comp you're playing. So, like, for example, I think against... If I was playing Priest Survival, like we are here, I think... if I was against like Druid Survival or something, I would play Castigation Contrition, because it's really just about keeping your Hunter alive in between traps and CC.
I might actually just go Paladin.
Okay, so a cheeky bit of mounting away like this. The Demon Hunter is just really confused. So that's fine. You can put a fear in him instantly here. Because you're behind the box. Wait, look, if you do this, wait, let me show you. Where are we? So you get to here. Where's my pen? Where does the Demon Hunter go? Here. So if you run like this, and you can probably get away with this here. If you run here, and you fear him, it's going to fear him the other way. So he'll get feared down here and he won't get dispelled. And you'll most likely just get his Trinket instantly. Because fear always goes the opposite way of where you fear from. I can't remember when they changed that. But you can kind of aim it that way so that it goes down here. Instead, you're hitting him. So what if you look at the Pally? You get his bop. Your Hunter does. You're hitting the DH, but it's not really giving you much unless you're gonna do a swap on him later. So like if the Pala gets trapped on this bop now and you go DH, it's good. You still haven't feared. You're 50%. The Pala's on top of you now. You get hodged. The hodge isn't too bad for you. You still haven't feared though. The Pala's on you with melee wings. There's the fear finally, and you don't get on the DH. So that's like huge. So like you can fear here, and it's good. If you fear here and run to the Pala, you most likely just get his bop. I don't know how far away he is. Wait, where is he on the map? So they're on the stairs. It's kind of hard to see. So focus on your camera angle as well, right? You're looking quite a lot down, and you can't actually see what's going on with the Pala at all. If you keep your camera angle instead of like that, you keep it more like that, you're going to be able to see way more like off that way, and you'll be able to see what's going on with the Pala.
On that. Oh, fucking missed it.
So yes, if you feared here, sort of thing, like almost instantly when he gets there, you can just fear him away. Then you can just run like You could run like there, and the Pala and the Hunter, I'm pretty sure, are there fighting, right? And you're going to get there as he bops, practically. You can put in like a Solace or whatever, and if he bops, you just get it, and he dies at the end. But instead, you go Demon Hunter, which is still a fine strat. Like, the Pala shouldn't really have bopped there, because of you can just purge it. But I guess he did because you weren't there, right? If you went, you would have gotten bubble. If he's not bad. Disc survival is not that much of a spread pressure comp in most scenarios, Shadow Ox. It's mostly about like doing big bursts and stuns and getting trap CC pressure. Hey Jasper. Yeah, so they're like up the other end. I think they're possibly down the bottom, but if you left right when I said, you would have gotten probably the Demon Hunter's Trinket, and you run to Pala and you get the bop. Instead, what happened is he got bopped. I think by the sounds of it, your Hunter missed trap on him. Wait. So if he traps that bop, it's huge. Because then he comes to the Demon Hunter, and then your spread pressure is worth it. But instead what happens is the Pala just runs there and bop and fucks you. So now you have to Rapture because you fear so late. Like, yeah, that's your other option. If you do what you do and you don't fear, like the moment the Pala gets there with melee wings, you need to fear. So like you can tank the bop, and it's like kind of alright. The Hunter stuns you, you're still half. If you make the Pala work for it a bit more by coming here, that's fine too. But this, I mean, the bop doesn't kill you. If you fear like instantly there, you're getting trinkets. You get a Pala trinket, like you would probably gotten both trinkets instantly, and you wouldn't have had to Rapture. Or you could have just at least saved it a bit. Yeah, there's the trap that the Hunter missed. Okay. So you managed to recover. It's not bad. Good healing when you're under pressure. Holy gets locked and you just start running instead of going for a mend. So now you're at 50 instead of there at like 70. You're just slowly falling behind. You get a barrier up. You have to trinket. It's a small barrier. And you've just fallen behind basically is the issue. There's a nice bit of kiting. Don't know if it's going to be enough. You have fear again. If you go for the fear now, you can live. Okay, so the BM Hunter, the fucking Demon Hunter instantly trinkets. He probably wouldn't have had it if you'd have feared him earlier, but that's okay, I guess. I mean, it's a good fear now, I guess. You just need to bear in mind you would have been full now instead. Like, little things change so much. You're getting locked on Holy, which I think is okay, but you just need to make sure you go for the Mend instantly when you get locked on Holy. If you're playing Castigation, you want to go for getting locked on Mend. And bear in mind, if you're playing this spec and you get locked on Holy, if you're playing Masso, your Mends are going to be so much more valuable for you. Remember, you can't kite a Demon Hunter that much, so when you ran from here, you got a locked on Holy, right? And then you ran from here around here, and then you like almost died here, and then you got a fear off. If you stood there and you spammed Mend until like you were at a safe place or you had fear available, you would have been way more healthy and you probably would have saved some more CDs. Because what's happening is you're falling behind a lot, and then they're forcing more CDs than they should because you can't recover. So try and use shit early. Because you're so behind, like you're getting damage on the Pala, but you can't really play offensively properly because of it. You might get bubble here though. Fear is up in 10. Decent trap on the Demon Hunter, I like that. He gets to dispel. Unfortunately, no stun to go with it. There's the stun now. If he stunned when he trapped that Demon Hunter, you would have gotten bubble. I'm guessing you're getting it now anyway. Or he just dies. Wait, did he just die before bubble? Or did he bubble and I missed it? Okay, he bubbled fucking ages ago. What the hell? Why did he bubble? Okay, he bubbles the trap. Yeah, you would have just killed him here. Where is it?
The Paladin's like literally got nothing now.
totally thought you were going to lose this. The Pala completely just wasted its bubble and then didn't kill you. So this fear is good. Really good. That's the one you should have had the fear before.
That.
I don't know if... Who was this trap meant to be for? Was it meant to be for the Pala? I guess it's for the DH. Is the pet trolling? Did the pet troll and that's why you didn't get the stun? Yeah, if I mean, so say the pet lands the stun, the demon hunter's stuck in the trap, you schism here, he's dead. Schism, penance, solace, dead. You end up killing anyway, but it would have been way cleaner. Like, this game is so stressful for you, or has been so stressful for you, and it just didn't need to be. Here, you finally get a net on the demon hunter. Like, you could have been doing that shit all game if you wanted to go Pala, and that's a good strat too. You overreact, always use PS and right. Yeah, I mean, that's... I agree. It's like, what's happening is you're falling behind because you're not... Like, when you get kicked on penance, just go for a mend insta, you know? Don't run around. Because what's happening is you'll fall low and then you overreact and use too many cooldowns. Because you're falling behind, right? You're almost dead. You need to just spam shit to stay alive. So you could save a lot that way. What are the main takeaways from this game? So if it was me, what I would have done is I would have feared instantly here. Right? I would have feared instantly here, ran to the Pala, pressured him. Your strat is go Pala this game, which is fine. So make sure you're netting the hunter, the demon hunter on cooldown. Don't dot the demon hunter. Put in an early fear. Try and get Trinket. You probably would have got Trinket here because he's behind the box and he wants to go on you. And it's 1600 rating and he's just having fun doing damage, you know? So you probably get the Trinket there and then you'll find the rest of the game. Whenever they go, you just fear both and done. But what ends up happening is you hit him for what turns out to be no reason because you're doing spread pressure, but it's against a Pala, so he doesn't care. Your hunter forces bop, then misses trap on him. If he hits that trap, if he hits that trap and he's in bop there, you just run there and you kill him because he can't bubble. But what you could have done, yeah. So you just fear here, you run there, you run straight to the Pala, and you pressure. Regardless of if he ends up bopping or not, you should be going there and helping your hunter do damage. You could have used Dark also. You didn't use Dark. I don't think Dark against Palas is generally that good. You can probably run something else instead of Dark. Anyway, so what ends up happening is you hold fear way too long. Make sure you're using your fear. And the Pala runs in the bop to you. What you could have done here, I guess, is you know the Pala's coming, or the hunter should at least tell you the Pala's coming. If you angle your camera better, you'll know the Pala's coming. You can throw down a barrier before you get stunned at all. You only have a little one. It's not the best thing in the world. It'll just help keep you a little bit safer. And all good. So I could say the biggest takeaways are if you get locked on Holy, go for a mend. You can go for a mend instantly here. What are you doing? You're running, you're doing nothing, you're running, you're using like shield and shit. Yeah, and then don't overuse cooldowns. You put your barrier down and you run out of it. Like, it's not a big barrier, so it's not the end of the world, but if you try and use your small barrier so that you get stunned, it's more value.
Get that. Put a trap in.
Like, you guys are barely talking. Like, it's okay that you're getting locked on Holy like this as long as you go for the mends. So, go Masso against this shit. Anything you think's gonna go on you, I think Masso is actually fine at this point. But fearing out of traps is super valuable too. So, sometimes you need feather for that. So that last fear saves the game, basically. And the Pala wasted bubble to go for the kill, so he dies. And then again, yeah, line up your stun and CC. That's a team thing there. Decent MC there.
Big shields coming in.
So like, what happened is you spent some time MCing because he got out of the trap, which was fine considering what happened. But if you obviously lined them up, then you'd be able to nuke and he would have died. But still a good reactionary play. I was running as I realized I was in a horrible position. Should I have stayed and healed up? So, like, why does the positioning matter there, you know? Like, why does it matter? They're both melee on you. He's going on you, so you need to be in a good position when he doesn't go on you to deal with repent. But the fact that you're, like, out there now, like, you run off because you're dying, right? And the fact that you're here now does not decrease or increase the damage you take at all compared to being here. It changes literally nothing. Because the demon, you're not kiting the demon hunter, you're not getting him off you by moving. Like, you kite him around the box a little bit because he fucks up and lets his slow drop off. But that shouldn't happen. Like, you actually live because of the kiting here, which was good. But before that, like, you move from here to here and just take the same damage and do nothing in the meantime. So, like, he's still hitting you the whole time. So, like, positioning on the box like that is more impactful against casters rather than on melee. Demon hunters especially. So, I mean, that's that game. I tried to be a bit concise. King Maxi Poo, if it's a game where you randomly one-shot one of my teammates in 1 second with an Ellie, I don't want to see it, dude. I don't want to see it, okay? You're hard trolling me, mate. I know you are. Alright, let's check out this last game. I swear I've been doing this like an hour now. I'm not answering questions in chat right now, guys. I'm reviewing this shit. I can answer a few things afterwards if you want and try and help. 6-minute game. Right, what are we playing? Pala Warrior. You know what, I'm going to take a piss before this. Hold on. The cat has literally tried to get into the mail. Kitten. my brownie. Is it a main coon? Yeah, we think so. Or half at least. The never-ending brownie. Getting value from this bad boy. Ryan, could you give me a quick rundown of my UI before this game? I'm about to head off. Yeah, let me see, dude. I knew it was going to be this. This cannot be real, Luna. Like, why? That's how you liked your things. What? So you could like look at this and pick out, yep, Earth Shield. It's been used. 10 minutes left on that bad boy. Like, is this your buffs?
Hail Hydra.
Seroxio with the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, dude. Yeah, the Diablo text, mate. It makes it. Fucking hell. Alright, let's check out his last game.
Oh, cool boy.
What is this? What's that about?
Trap.
So, you could have gotten a fear out of this trap. When your hunter's going for trap, just be moving already.
Big shield's going down.
Wait, what spec are you? Really quick. Does it not show? Are you? I'm guessing you're the same spec as the other games.
Big shield's going down.
Okay, you get the fear out of the stun and it instantly gets broken. I mean, it would have been nice. This would have been fine if you'd have, if you guys had like stunned the warrior here, or you'd have gone for like a trap stun fear on the pala. It would have been fine, but he got sack off in between. No way he trinkets the. Okay, no, he doesn't trinket. Yeah, so he gets the sack off now. If you feared here, you just get trinket instantly. And then you actually saved the stun, which was good. But then you waste fear into the pala. At least you're healthy this game. Let's see what goes on.
Dispelled. Getting ready for dispelled. Dispelled.
Wait, what is this MD for?
Getting ready for dispelled. Dispelled.
That MD is questionable, mate. that is a questionable MD. You're predicting bubble with the ending. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I get why. Just
Dispelled. Dispelled.
I guess bear in mind it doesn't go through loss anymore. It's good effort, to be fair. Just it doesn't go through loss, and you could have repositioned and try to hit him a bit and then gone for it there, I'd say.
Just currently
The PS is kind of okay. Wait, what do you get from it? So you're doing good damage on the warrior there, I like that. Unfortunately the trap misses on the pala, or you could have killed warrior here, but the pala still has trinket. You get another sack on the warrior, so pala has no sacks now. I think the hunter here could have just kited and you wouldn't have needed to PS. Because, like, you're not gaining anything here. They have sack up. You could have tried to go for an MC on the warrior or something like that as soon as he sacks.
I'm just currently PS.
Like here, instead of PSing. And that would be fine too. You feather there and just, like, hardly even move. Make sure you're using it to achieve something.
Okay, that.
You get feared, you just tank it, that's fine.
Coming back.
No need to trinket that. Trap on the warrior. Gets the trinket actually. When did the pala trinket? Wait, what did the pala trinket? Does he get pet stunned here?
I'm riding it now.
Yeah, okay,
Gets
that.
kicked and into pet stun? I'm guessing? There's, okay, yeah, there's a pet stun. So it's a good stun. You get the trinket. So he only has bubble left now. You could fear the pala here. Okay, that's good.
I'm on the warrior while you stay on the pallet.
Pala bubbles for fucking no reason. Fear was really good. Does he break the fear? I feel like the fear breaks and he bubbles anyway. No, he bubbles the fear, okay. I mean, that's questionable from the pala, but he's really low, so maybe he's scared.
While you stay on the pallet.
I think that's fine from him. You're getting good damage into the warrior, this is fine too. Get hodged. Like, you could trinket this hodge, since he doesn't have fear available, and go ham on the warrior. Since you have Schism soon, but I don't know if it's worth it. I'm guessing he has trap soon, right? And then you have fear in 16 seconds. So you could just trinket this, go ham on the warrior, get trap when it's up, fear off.
The way is that?
Let's see what happens.
I don't have mass ready.
Get a net.
Hit them.
So the warrior now, because you didn't go ham on him, so he actually is playing repent. He hasn't repented the whole game. So there's a few times where he could have repented you. So I've honestly thought he wasn't playing it. I guess you had good pressure on him. So yeah, now the warrior's topped, and I mean, when did you last trap? Where's the trap?
Hit up the way is that?
I'm on.
Okay, there's the last trap. Which he trinkets. So trap has got to be up in like, what, 10 seconds now?
While you stay on the pallet.
Trap is for sure up here. It's 20 sec CD, right? There's no way trap's not up. If you trap the pala here and fear him after, or if you wait like a few sec and then trap and then fear, so he can't sack if it's back up, like here, if he goes for trap and you've been nuking the warrior this whole time, the warrior's going to be at like 50 max.
Big shield's coming up.
You get the freedom off, you get the trap.
Okay.
Nice loss on the repent.
Okay, dark is on.
Like I mean, it's okay to go pala. Like you can switch out, right? The pala has nothing, so you could go for nets on the warrior. I'm still not seeing nets on him.
Just kidding.
Okay, so you end up trinketing. Oh my god, if you lose this game, it's gonna be heartbreaking. Oh, he breaks the trap. Devastating. So if you're gonna go for the pala strat, you can just run Undispellable, and then just spam net MC trap the warrior, while Hunter keeps up time on the pala. Gets the stun.
Got damage here.
You have no cooldowns left. I need to watch this back to see where you even used half of them. Like, how is this game only halfway through? This game should be over. Yeah, I mean, the hunter should have said something to trap about the trap. Obviously, it's not your fault. You broke it. You shouldn't have to like instantly react to a YOLO trap out of nowhere. Oof, nice loss. If you MC the warrior off this, it's nice too.
Mind control. I got it.
Okay, that's good. Get Hodge on it. So you force the Hodge. Could grip hunt here. Since he used charge.
Using dark on you just to keep the pressure.
Please say you don't lose this game. I'm gonna cry. Okay, he gets turtle. Palace low as fuck mana. You're at 40. Okay. You rapture. Oh, the positioning here again is... You know he's repent now, you shouldn't be that far out. You get a trap. You're gonna get the fear off it. Please say you do. Oh, he goes the other way. Warrior parried because of the trap. Pala has Trinket back up. You'd have forced that there with a fear. It's nice kiting by the hunter. So you need the fear for the Pala. He gets the sack. You can MC the warrior here. He fears you. If you MC the warrior here, it's really good. End up nuking into sack instead. It's try and MC sacks where it's available. It's pretty good. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait, how the fuck did he get that? Did he get it? Oh, he ran back into loss. That's a heartbreaker. He breaks anyway. Okay. We've got another stun without CC. He runs into trap and cancels all the dots. That's heartbreaking. Okay, so the mind control of the warrior is good. It's just too late. Make sure you don't run out of range with the mind control as well. You can hold it for longer there if you need to. So if you go warrior here, the Pala Trinket is he sacks. You can go Pala here again. If you MC warrior, it's good. How do you lose this game? There's no way you lose this shit, right?
I'm just hitting the warrior.
Oh god, you forget to heal? No, okay. Pala is completely not like this. Kicks the repent, thank fuck for that, and then you fear off. Okay, you're gonna kill him for sure. Okay. So you want to fear off traps more. That was like you did it the other game, and then this game you just like never did it. Like you could have ended this game at like 2 minutes or something if you just trap feared on cooldown. Because of how much they used. They overused cooldowns so much. So you would have been alright. You get nervous running for fear on traps when they're aggressive. So a good way to stop them being aggressive is to get the fear. Because then they have to play defensively, and then you can top yourself or do whatever. A lot of the time, if you make them go defensive, you can actually do a lot more healing with Atonement than actually just spamming Mend and stuff. So it's going to be a lot more efficient for you as well. So try and play around that a lot. That's the two ways you can play it right. You can go for the trap fears on Pala on cooldown and ham the warrior, in which case Schism is good. Or you can just go Pala, in which case probably run Castigation Contrition. And then you just literally just keep you guys top. Your hunter nets the warrior on cooldown. You don't dot the warrior. You Underspell will trap the warrior instead of playing full trap. And then you can fear or MC or whatever on the warrior. You could even run knock when you're playing like that. And you run knock and knock the warrior whenever he goes on you. And have Masso to just stay alive. So you're just playing full tank survival spec while your hunter hams the Pala the whole game. And you just CC the warrior the entire time. But I think as versus Pala version, maybe going warrior is slightly better because he can freedom roots. But if he does freedom the root, he doesn't have it for himself. So it depends on your hunter really, what he prefers to do. I think it's both strats are viable and worth giving a go, and you can see what works best for you. But yeah, the biggest takeaway from this game is definitely not fearing off traps. You guys could have ended it. I was really scared you would lose this at one point. When I thought he wasn't going to turtle at one point, and then he did. And I was like, thank fuck. And then I thought he was going to kill again, but the Paladin. So it worked out for the best in the end. But you guys, again, like a lot of the wins, like you win, but you could have had a lot easier time. So yeah, I think that's most of what I wanted to say. What MMR was this game? This is 1600. God XC with a Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, dude. And yeah, thank you, Shadowbox, for the 20 quid. I hope it was worth it, dude. I did my best. As I say, I haven't been doing many reviews in the past of this sort of type, so if you boys like it and other people are interested in it, then I'll try and do it more at the end of the streams and stuff. I might start asking a bit more since I've literally been talking about this shit for an hour, but I think generally for like a 3-minute game or whatever, I can probably talk like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, so. I reckon $15 for a 5-minute video is alright, I suppose.
Hydra.
Something like that. Erad with the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it, man. Would I consider reviewing games that aren't priests? I mean, if it's like a priest comp, sure, but I mean, I can't really comment. If you're playing like a hunter, I can comment on like your strat and stuff if you're playing with a priest, but I can't be like, yeah, your damage rotation is bad, because I don't know exactly how hunters do damage, shit like that. You ever review your own games? No, but I could do. And I'm not going to start reviewing people's games for free because it's not fair to the people who paid them. I do have a randomly do twos on stream with viewers for free sometimes when I'm bored, so I'm happy to do that. But yeah, I usually do them at the end of the stream, or I want to do them at the end of the stream, so I stick around at that time. Just speaking about healer-wise, I mean, it would be hard for me to properly review another healer, as I don't play other healers at the moment. So, probably not the best idea.